Protest. But we discovered that that's the only way out. And this protest is midwifed by the end of our NAC meeting yesterday and another meeting with the federal government, which does not yield a fruitful ending. And the result is for us to press further. We still tell the government that we have problem, not only the workers, but the entire citizenry of Nigeria. We are not having problem with Ondo state government, not at all. But the problem on ground is national problem. Let us call it, in Nigeria, let us call it general phenomenon. So, but there is need for us to protest so that across the nation today, simultaneously, and I know the report of all these protests will be given to Mr. President. And I believe our president will do the needful to really know that what they are saying is not peculiar to Abuja or Lagos. So that is why we are here. We are saying no to hunger and poverty. There are some outlisted things we are saying no to, aside from that. One, end to hunger and poverty, reject IMF or World Bank policies so that the entire citizenry will have a breathing space. Let the workers breathe. End naira devaluation. Support local production. End insecurity. Create jobs and economic prosperity. Stop proliferation in government. Subside the poor. Tax the rich. Subside the poor. Am I communicating? Yeah. Fix local refinery and subsidy. We agree with the government to end the subsidy. But our local refinery must work. Is that also? Yes. Education is our right. Stop school fees increase. Fund public education. Is the right to everybody. Don't increase school fees again. By the time you are increasing school fees, you are telling the poor that they should not send their children to school. Stop robbing the poor. Tax the rich. Not for the poor to be taxed, and the rich, they will be getting richer. Stop that. Remove tax on drugs. Health is wealth. Ondo State, we are in support that all these, if met, it won't have any cause for alarm. When some people will be saying, NLC is fighting for workers' salary. In our demand now, do you ever see anything about salary? That is their own local thinking about our demand. We are demanding for entire citizenry, and we believe if all these things were fixed, then it will benefit workers. It will even benefit us the more, and that is why we are here. Everything that have an increment in the face of 30,000 naira, how are we going to manage it? If you have 30, so all these, we discover that it's a very big hardship to the nation. Sir, Mr. Governor, we are sending you to our amiable president to look into this and to do it in earnest. Alright. NLC said, this, we are going to shut down the nation.
Nigerian workers. Great Nigerian workers. Let me welcome you to the office of the governor this morning. And let me, on behalf of Mr. Governor, His Excellency Lucky Orimiso Ayedatiwa, thank you very much for making this protest of yours a very peaceful one. And there is no doubt about the fact that in Ondo State of today, the NLC, TUC, who are the key representative of the labor force in the Ondo State economy, have been partners in progress. Ondo State, under the leadership of our amiable governor, has actually taken the issue of labor and workers as very, very critical. And that's why from time to time, we always adopt the principle of negotiation and dialogue. And I want to appreciate you on behalf of Mr. Governor that in Ondo State, for some time now, we've been enjoying industrial peace and harmony. I want to say that the government of Ondo State is not unaware and is really not unconscious of the difficult situation that we have found ourselves because of the state of our economy. And you will bear me out that this government has taken proactive steps, not just now, but in the past, to ensure that the level of hardship and difficulty is assuaged for workers in Ondo State. And some of these steps are steps that we are all aware of. One, Ondo State government had ensured that for every worker in the state today, we have cleared all outstanding arrears of salary. Am I right? Yes. And this is just one of those critical areas to ensure that we keep workers floating, keep them going in the midst of the very hard economic realities we have to face. And towards the Yuletide period, government decided to ensure that in distributing food items, workers were given their own fair share. And not only that, government has actually put in place, even up till now, some programs and some activities that will always ensure that even if we are not able to completely, because actually we know human needs are insatiable. If we are not able to completely solve all the problems, at least assuage those problems, and that includes the free transport shuttle program that has been put in place since last year. In fact, the program ought to have ended in December, but because the governor saw that the issue of cost of transport needs to also be taken care of, the governor decided to continue to approve money every month so that our workers can continue to enjoy free transport from their homes to the office and back to their homes. The governor has also given his word that the 5 luxurious buses, CNG buses, that have been purchased by the state government, which is also in furtherance of its goal to ensure that workers, students, and pupils are transported from homes to their schools and their workplace and back. Those buses will now be put in place. Very soon, we will begin to see those buses picking us from different locations within the state. So, it is very clear that Ondo State government, under the leadership of our governor, His Excellency Lucky Orimiso Ayedatiwa, is a government that is actually concerned. It's a government that feels what the people are also feeling. And I want to assure you that efforts will still continue to be taken, steps will still be taken. You all know that in the states of the Federation now, Ondo State is one of those states that is paying exactly what the federal government is paying as wage award.
Yes. Yes.
We are paying 35,000 naira to our workers, just like the federal government is paying. Thank you. Yes. And again, before the issue of the 35,000 wage award, we have taken care of even our retirees by making provision. The governor even still raised the issue about it with me yesterday on the issue of the pensioners because of the issue of some delay in the payment of the 10,000. And I want to assure you that something is in the offing for our pensioners. That's taking these protests in a very peaceful manner. And I want to assure you that Mr. Governor, who I'm representing here, will carry your message to the federal government.
That is one of those things we said before. Said first, we don't have issues with the state government. That is it. It's very clear. But we are having issues with what is happening around Nigeria, which is not palatable to the entire citizenry in Nigeria. And you have made that point clear, that all our demands will be taken care of, and Mr. Governor will relate to the appropriate quarters.